Hello, I'm Mary Kessler, Director here at Ascend Advantage Academy. I wanted to include a few lessons on gardening because gardening is such an important activity. It helps us connect with the earth and the soil, and it is really very rewarding. Children need to garden. They need to get their hands in the dirt. Did you ever make mud pies when you were younger? Or you, as a young person, have you ever made mud pies? I think that says it in itself. We like to dig in the dirt and we like to play in the dirt. And gardening is one way that we can do that and have a great time and produce our own organic food. This is about organic gardening. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is how to garden inside. Many of us live in apartments, in cities, and we do not have an opportunity to garden in the soil itself. But there is a way that we can grow some very nourishing food and we can garden within our homes, and that is with sprouting. I would suggest a couple of resources to you. This book, Growing Your Own Living Foods, is available from Amazon. It is very good. It is detailed and it tells you what you need to do. I also want to share with you what I do. You're going to want to purchase some pint size or quart size wide mouth canning jars. You're going to need a lid, and I prefer, quite frankly, the stainless steel lids that have the screens in them. You can get these from Amazon, or maybe at your health food store, your grocery store. They're for sale in a number of places. You're also going to want some sprouting seeds. Now, sprouting seeds come in all kinds of packages, all kinds of varieties. I have a special mix. It's all organic, and it is very, very nutritious. If you would like to have a list of resources and how-tos, I do have a PDF available. All you need to do is contact me through email at ascendadvantageacademy.com. That's ascendadvantageacademy.com. If you will send an email with your email, I will send you the PDF for this mini course. Now, what you need to do is you need to put about 2 tablespoons of this mix into another jar, like so. I find about 2 tablespoons is just the right for one serving for my husband and myself. Sometimes I will put in a third if I'm going to want it for a salad mix. I will put in a third. Then what happens? Well, I have some purified water here, and I am going to pour it into the jar, and I'm just going to cover the seeds. I will put the top on and set it aside in a hopefully cool, dark place. We live in St. George, Utah. St. George, Utah gets well over 100 degrees for several days in the summer, sometimes as much as 2 or 3 months. And so putting this in a cool place isn't going to happen. What happens with your sprouting seeds is, depending upon your climate and the time of year it is, it will take your seeds maybe 2 to 3 times longer to sprout in a colder region, in colder weather, in the colder time of the year, and not half as long in the spring or summer. But you still want to keep them. I keep them hidden behind a corner on the side of the microwave where the light from the window can't reach them. Now, how do you sprout them? Well, you leave the water on for about 12 hours. It helps to do this early in the morning or 12 hours later at night to start them. Okay? After about 12 hours, you want to throw off this initial water and rinse them. So you're going to rinse them about 3 times, just from the tap. You can use tap water. Just from the tap, rinse them 3 times, and then set them aside again. You don't want to have any water left in them when you rinse them. You're going to set them aside again. Okay, in another 12 hours, you're going to rinse again. And in another 12 hours again. in about 48 to 72 hours, you should have sprouts in here. Now beware, do not let them sprout too long. Usually 72 hours, maybe 96 hours, meaning 3 to 4 days is sufficient, is plenty. In some humid areas, they will go bad if you leave them out too long. So when the sprouts just get a little long, they're very nutritious. The vitamin content and the nutrient content in them is at their height. You're going to want to rinse them for one final time and set them in the refrigerator. You're going to want to use them within a very few days to preserve their nutritious value. And that is the importance of sprouts. I went to the fridge this morning thinking that I could find some sprouts for you and show you, but I guess we ate them all up last night, so I don't have any to show you. But this is how you start, and as I mentioned, it only takes maybe 3 to 4 days to get them to where they're ready. That's sprouting. You can find seeds at a health food store. You can find them on Amazon, and there are other places where you can get the seeds. I would encourage you to get the PDF. Otherwise, Google organic sprouting seeds and get them from a reputable organic supplier. I will see you in the second one of these, and we will be talking about container gardening and also a little bit about lasagna gardening.